So we've got 8 bells in this tower. Up on the ceiling here, we've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Eight is the biggest and it's the heaviest. It's got the lowest note. And number 1 is the highest note and it's the smallest. Tonight we're going to be ringing the back 6. So we'll be ringing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So if you can make sure your feet are flat on the floor, because when Jim's ringing his bell, his rope's going to be going up and down. So if you happen to cross your legs, the rope will get tangled around your leg and you'll end up upside down up in the ceiling. So here we go, trouble's going. Having fun, too much fun there, Jim. The bells we've just rung up are now upside down, whereas before they were hanging down like that. The thing is, in here, you can't tell the difference between one that's hanging down and one that's hanging up. So when a bell is down, you give it a little bit of a tug and it just swings freely, like a pendulum. But when a bell is upside down, you give the same little pull, but this time the bell falls all the way around in a whole circle and pulls the rope up into the air. And you can pull it back down again by pulling again. So that's how we manage to ring our bells and keep it in time with everybody else, because you can pull, you can hold it up in the air, wait for everybody else to ring, and then you pull it back down again and then you strike and everybody else follows you around. Stand. So the ringing up, you can see we weren't especially good, because a good band should be able to stay in what we call rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way around from the highest note to the lowest note. But because we're a little bit of a novice band, we get it a little bit wrong, so it doesn't sound quite so good. So you can edit it so that it shows us starting and shows us finishing. The middle bit is a bit woolly. So one of the things we do is call changes. So where we all ring our own individual bell and numbers are called and the order that we ring is swapped over, so it sounds a little bit different. Shall we have a go at that?
Yeah.
Treble's going and gone. Four to 5. Me.
What's the plot, yeah?
4 to 3. Stand.
We got there. Hi, welcome to Harbury Ringers. This is what we do on a Friday night from 7:30 till 9. It's real good fun, and these are all our team members.
They tend to ring in either 6 or 8 until you move into cathedrals, and then you sort of start talking about 10s.
When we moved to the village, Grace was sort of going, "Oh, what's that noise?" And you know, I think you dragged us in and said, "Why don't you come next? Why don't you come next week?" I got sort of addicted then. I thought, "Oh, I really want to get better," but now I've plateaued at a level I feel now I can't really go much further. But I keep practicing.
You find a tower that you quite like, and you mix with them, and they come and. Although we don't get many come here, but we travel. Well, no, we do. I go to different towers and ring.
Yeah, we welcome all ages. There's no restrictions as long as you're up for a bit of fun.
We're looking for people to volunteer to be bell ringers. We have 8 bells here, but we only have 6 ringers, unfortunately. And it would be really nice to train up some more people to do this marvellous hobby. So these are some pictures of what's upstairs. This is showing bell number 6 with the clapper tied so that it doesn't make a noise as we're ringing it. That's it upside down. You can see it's got a wheel on it. It's got a stay which allows us to hold it upside down, and it's got the clapper, which is the red thing. That's it swinging as it's going, and that is it as it starts in the down position. These are some years ago. She's quite old now. Well, quite old. She's married and she's got children.
I've had that jacket 50 years.
And it shows every year.
Question from my side, just from a musician's side, is how do you know what to play on Sunday morning? Do you get told what things to do as well?
Well, that could be another conversation, that can. Because it's not what you might call normal music. We start in rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go from the highest to the lowest. We do, at the simple level, you do chord changes so that the numbers are which bell is told to swap with which other bell, so that it's quite straightforward from that point of view, and that can sound nice. And then the next level up from that is looking to do what we call methods ringing. So you would do plain hunting, and then that would graduate again to other varieties of method, where all of the bells are moving their position in the sequence on their own, because everybody has a roadmap inside their head of what to do. So there's quite a lot of different skill levels that you can take bell ringing to, and it's completely up to the individual how much they want to do. You don't have to be a churchgoer in order to do bell ringing. The whole point of bell ringing is to ring for a Sunday morning service, because the bells are in a church. That's why they're here. And we practice on a Friday so that we can be good enough to sound good on a Sunday morning. When you start to ring, to learn to ring, it's very much on an individual basis how long it takes. Older people tend to take a little bit longer than younger people, because we all know young brains are like sponges, they can soak anything up. Generally we practice have one-on-one bell handling lessons once a week, or whatever's manageable. It can take anywhere from 6 weeks for somebody who's really good at it to several months and beyond, depending on how much effort you can afford to put in, I suppose. Have you ever seen anything like this before? No. And you haven't done anything like this before? No. Fantastic. Let's have a go. You can start to join in with the group quite early on in the learning process, but in order to ring on your own, it can take several months, but we can include you in the rest of the band as a whole. So first things, can you tidy your ties away so they don't get caught in the rope? So I'd like to demonstrate what I would like you to do first. So Henry, can I have you as a demonstration pupil? Are you right-handed or left-handed? Right. Good. So you're going to hold the rope with your right hand above your left hand, like that. Henry's doing it the other way around because he's learnt how.
I've just changed.
Okay. Henry's doing it the way that you should do it. So watch what he does with his hands. I'm going to pull the rope. The bell will swing round, it'll wind all the rope up into the air, and then you're going to feel the weight of the bell pulling against you, and you're going to bring your hands down nice and straight, as straight as you can, and all the rope will fall down, and I'll catch this. So just watch what Henry does. Are you ready? Here we go. Lift your hands and bring them down. So it's quite easy. How hard are you pulling, Henry?
Quite hard.
No, that wasn't the answer I wanted.
Oh, not hard at all.
There we go. Shall I ask you again? How hard are you pulling, Henry?
Not hard at all.
Very good. So if you pull a little harder, then I can set it. So do you think you can manage that? Yeah. Fantastic. So you stand about here. You can tell you're standing in the right place because you have to do that with your hand. And if you can fit your hand between the rope and your nose, then you're standing in the right place. There we go. So you have to take a step forwards. Perfect. Are you ready? Nothing to be worried about. It's quite easy. It's nice and gentle. I'll catch the rope just above your hand so that you can gauge where to do it. Are you ready? Here we go. Pull and lift your hands up and down again. Excellent. And again. I don't need my hand at all. You've got a really nice feel. It's not very difficult, is it? It's quite straightforward. And you're pulling your hands in a nice straight line, which is really nice to see. Takes some people quite a lot of time to get that action right, but you've got it exactly right. That's the first lesson that we have in bell ringing, ringing what we call the backstroke. This we call the hand stroke, and this call the backstroke. This is the easy bit, because you don't leave your hands, don't let go of the rope at all. You have your hands all the time. But on this, you've got to keep catching it and letting go, catching it and letting go. So it's a little bit more tricky to do that one. Very good.
If anyone is interested in coming along and helping out on a Friday night, we practice on most Fridays from 7:30 till 9. If you'd like to get involved, just give the number a call and we'll get back to you.